The Selfless Wish, an original fairy tale by Rowena. In a quiet cul-de-sac in a neighborhood by the sea, there lived a happy, loyal dog named Max. Max's days were filled with simple pleasures, fetching balls in the yard, lounging in the sun, wagging his tail with joy whenever his humans, Pete and Martha, returned home. But as the years passed, Max noticed a sadness creeping into his humans' hearts, a longing for a child to fill their home with laughter and love. Moved by his human sorrow, Max made a fateful decision. He would do whatever it took to bring them the happiness they sought. With a bark of determination and a heart full of hope, Max made his way to the gnarled oak in the backyard, a tree long avoided by squirrels and chipmunks, who claimed it housed an ancient spirit. Max had never believed them, figuring their spirit was just a smelly old owl. But there, watching the leaves shimmer in the moonlight, Max felt it might be possible. Pressing his front paws against the tree's rough bark, he made his wish to become a human child so he could give his owners the joy they so desperately desired. The loyal dog's selfless wish echoed through the morning stillness. A voice answered from a shadowed hollow far above, a voice tinged with magic and mystery. "Your wish shall be granted, dear Max," it spoke. But such changes come with a price. Undeterred by the warning, Max eagerly accepted those terms, certain he was doing the right thing. A ripple of magic swept through the air, and he felt his body undergo a profound transformation. Fur gave way to skin, paws became hands with fingers, feet with toes, and his tail vanished altogether. The enchantment's pull released him, and Max toppled to the grass. He stared in wonder at his long, long legs, wiggled his slender fingers. But when Max tried his first stumbling steps, a strange sensation stirred within him, a sensation of loss he could not explain. He'd traded his simple joys of gnawing treats and chasing squirrels for a human form, a human mind, human anxieties. But if his transformation restored his human's happiness, Max believed he could bear the price. Eager to share his newfound humanity with his family, Max squeezed his lanky form through the doggy flap into the porch, his heart brimming with excitement. His sense of sight seemed more intense. The range of colors startled him. The early morning smells of coffee and breakfast made his stomach rumble, just like always. But as he entered the main house where he'd spent so many happy years, his humans' reactions were not what he'd expected. Loyal Max never imagined Pete and Martha would fail to recognize their beloved dog, even in his new human form. Undeterred by their confusion, Max endeavored to prove his identity, to assure them he'd wanted to restore their happiness. His humans proved tough to convince. He brought Martha his best toys, dropped his favorite ball in Pete's lap. When Pete threw it far into the yard, Max raced to catch it, returning the ball to Pete with a smile so broad and eager the couple could practically see the ex-dog's happily wagging tail. Could it be? Pete wondered. "It seems impossible," Martha whispered, reaching for her husband's hand. "And yet, throw the ball again, Pete. Let's see what he does." Max caught every ball thrown his way, tracking its movement with familiar grace and skill. Pete and Martha watched in awe. Deep recognition, deeper than sight or common sense, tingled in their brains. In that moment, the barriers between them melted away. Max's true identity was revealed and accepted. Embracing their ex-canine son, Max's family welcomed him with open hearts, grateful for the joy and love he'd brought them in both forms. As happy years passed and Max grew into a man, his remarkable talent for catching balls propelled him to fame and fortune, earning him a place in the annals of baseball history as the greatest catcher the world had ever seen. Yet, amid the accolades and adoration, Max remained forever grateful for his beloved parents, whose unwavering belief and support had more than rewarded his selfless wish.